And Coach, it was a tough day certainly shooting the basketball, and how did you see it there from the sideline?
Well, my view of the game, the first half, we go 10 for 30. We shoot 33%. We're 1 for 14. And we're down 13 points. We come out the second half. All we want to do is win the first four. We win the first four. Now we're going to and our goal at halftime was to play the first 4 minutes of the second half like the score was tied and you're playing the last 4 minutes. How hard would you play? We win that war. Okay, here we go. Now we get it to 43-36.
Yes.
It's 43-36.
9 minutes to go.
And we miss an incredibly great look. Inside-out three that would have cut it to 4 points. They hit back-to-back threes. The game goes from, instead of 4, the game goes to 13, and essentially then the game's over. Why does that happen? Well, they spend so much energy fighting back. The 9-minute mark, we had fought back to get within 7. We miss a great look, and again, they have not spent that energy, or we wouldn't be outscoring them at that point by 6. And then they hit 2 back-to-back threes, and the game essentially is over. A game of moments, yes. They won the moment. We hit the 3. It's a 4-point game, and now we're going to fight those last 2 wars, the under 8, the under 4. They hit the 2 threes, give them credit. But at the end of the night, I'll put these kids and their efforts and their attention to detail. Thursday night, our roster takes a blow. We lose arguably our best inside-outside threat in Pete Suter. Okay, he can't play tonight. And we have to play with a shortened roster the second half against Austin Peay. Lipscomb did not have one guy play more than 30 minutes on Thursday night against Eastern, a very high possession game. So we come in tonight and we play 35, 38, 31, 36, 31, 24. They play 22, 14, 31, 10, 19, 28, 20. You see what I'm talking about?
Sure.
And if you're real astute, when we made this transition 3 years ago, this was going to be the difficulty in the roster management. What people don't realize, our last year in Division II, because of the rules and being able to split scholarships, count academics, etc., we had 17 players on our roster. 17 were on scholarship because that's the way the rules were. And we recruit great students, and we enhanced our roster. Okay. We're allowed 13 right now.
Right.
Drew Comer and Nick have battled injuries literally all year. All right? Now we're down to 11. We lose Bash. Now we're down to 10. We lose Pete. Now we're down to 9. We dismiss Jalen Fairman. Now we're down to 8. You see my point?
Yeah.
That's difficult. But you couldn't ask them to fight any harder than they fought today.
No.
Not one bit. If that shot goes in and it's 4, and we've got 3 timeouts left, they've got 3 timeouts left, there's going to be media timeouts.
Sure.
That thing's going to go down to the last 2 minutes.
Plus you put game pressure on them.
Instead, they hit 2 threes, and they go right back to 13, and the game essentially is over.
Are you getting enough of the inside to out, the cutting and the touches inside that you've talked about that so much?
No,
but
because one of our best post presence has got his foot in a boot. I mean, and LT is transitioning into that role, and he's getting better. I mean, his best outing was Thursday night, trying to get him to finish at the rim, but be a screener and a passer also. I mean, you got to be a complete player to be effective. It's tough. I mean, look, you go 2 for 27. Any team out of 368 in this United States cannot compete. You can't do it. And we're 1 possession from being down by
4.
By 4 with 9 to go.
Right. All right. Well,
it's tough. That's tough.
Hopefully some of the walking wounded can return as quickly as possible.
Well, Bash gets his CT scan Thursday. Pete's going to get an X-ray tomorrow. But he's living in that training room tomorrow just as he's lived, the last 40 hours getting treatment.
So Bash is a possible release on Thursday to start practicing?
Well, he wouldn't play. Yeah, well, we hope.
Okay.
I mean, he's been doing everything but
That's a start.
contact.
Yeah, we talked about him.
They were looking for 50% or more of calcium, healing over the screws, and he was between 25 and 30 2 weeks ago. So this is what we're hoping for.
All right. All right, Coach. Thank you. We appreciate it. That's Coach Scott Davenport, our post-game coaches show.